will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So TCU's offense will get the first crack at it here. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. At the 45 on his way. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Horned Frog! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Mooney. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Buffalo's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Down to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Guys, let's take a minute to chat about Buffalo. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see it? Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on 3rd down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball in the backfield. Nice angle route, getting right there between the linebackers and getting the 3rd down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going to the flat. The linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch and catch, and they get the first down.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
The Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Got it behind the line. It's Stoneburner. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Here's the pressure. Touchdown, Buffalo! Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Buffalo has it back, but see what the Bulls offense can do. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Makes the grab. It's Gilliam. Smashes ahead. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Extending the play. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. He's got it on the move. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Fires left. Intercepted for the 11th time. Bringing it back. The 40. He's at the 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, do they set up some field position. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. Touchdown, TCU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There he goes. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quick completion on the out. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Got it in the middle. It's Stoneburner. Touchdown, Buffalo! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Looking for room, it's Roach. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And the Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And there he goes! The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. He leaves it with the back. Got the first down, looking for more. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now over 1,000 yards.
Trying to rumble in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. He'll start this drive firing. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Snap from the gun on third down. Finds a man on the left. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Holds and fires complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Got a hand on it near the goal line.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
And this offense trusted their quarterback. Third down and short, they give him the football, tell him to go make a play. Nothing open, what does he do? We're in field goal range. We're in a good spot here. Throws the football away, makes...
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
You get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Mooney. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Keeps looking downfield. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Bulls line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. On the ground, it's Roach. Breaks into the open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Horned Frog just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Roach. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Goes to the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run on the doorstep. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. They send the tight end in motion. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the 1st half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the 1st half.
He'll bring it out. It's Mooney. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Back to pass, it's Avery. Firing to the right, complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. The Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Got out of trouble and throws. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory.
He's got it. 1st down and more. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And it's no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get it. Turning it on! Past the sticks, and he may get more. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The give on the option. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Touchdown Bulls. Great job by the back on the option. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run. They're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. A strike downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Part of the backfield. It's Roach. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job playing physical by the defense. That's a great job. He catches the ball, gets a yard, and the defense goes, no, sir, you go no more. And now next time he catches it, where's that dude at? I'm going to find him. Stay away from him.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. He's got it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Here's the handoff. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Avery. The quick out. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
This has been a tight one. 3rd quarter, all tied up. Is now 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got him. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Touchdown, Buffalo! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. The Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, this defense is able to put out yet another fire in a situation late in the game, David, where they're up. Nice job and great effort creating that turnover.
And it's a great stop by the defense. They drove the ball down the field a little bit, but more importantly now, I gave the ball to my offense. You go finish this thing. We're up. It's late in the game. Now it's your turn to go. You put some points on the board. You take some time away. We can put...
Oh, he's got some space. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They kick it away on 4th down. Wants to return it. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Give to the running back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding with.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
To the air, it's Avery. Looking down the middle. He's got it. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Nice move. Creates some space. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Bulls are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of script.
There he goes. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Looking deep. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Avery. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Pucks it out of the air. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
Got his man on the right. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Off play action on 1st down. Going to take a shot, and they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And the Horned Frogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route.
Yeah, and we talk about tackling as a defense all the time. 3rd down, money down. They catch the football. Nice job breaking on it, getting them on the ground, and not allowing any yards after the catch.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did. And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Here comes the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Here's a heat. That's caught. It's Toure. Breaks into the open. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing.
Makes the grab. Looking for the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. He wants to throw it again. And that one's going to be incomplete. I don't think he got a foot down along the back of the end zone. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Let's go! Let's go! They're going to run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. In the heat, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Horned Frog!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
To the air, it's Avery. Finds his tight end. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 2nd down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the back. It's complete to the right. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. It's complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. When under critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. Fitted in the window for the score. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Kansas had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans there in Lawrence are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standing.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Back to throw, it's Avery. Spits it out to the back. Got his man on the right. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense in an empty set. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw. The sure hands, it's Gilliam. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Had to throw it before he wanted. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's fourth down. Quarterback empties his backfield. On fourth down, looking for the completion. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Unloads it left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the play fake. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Connection to the right. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the Horned Frogs will have it first and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And here comes the offense on second down. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation.